Alright, so today we're going to learn a video on the order of operations, and we're going to start here by showing what those orders of operations are. And our first one, if you remember, we follow that acronym PEMDAS, and everyone remembers this as please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So PEMDAS. All of these letters stand for something in your math equation that help you solve them in order. Why it's called the order of operations. So P is for parentheses, E is for exponents, M is for multiplication, D is for division, A is for addition, and S is for subtraction. Now let's try a problem here. Let's work out a problem. Let me see here. Let's do 3 to the 4th power plus 62 times 8 minus 2 parentheses 29 plus 33 times 4. Now, close parentheses here. Okay, so following our order of operations, it states here that we should do parentheses first. So we have a set of parentheses. Now within those parentheses, we have to determine, do we do the addition first or do we do the multiplication first? Well, here it says M comes before A. So if we do 33 times 4, 33 times 4, 3 times 4 is 12. Bring up the 1. 4 times 3 is 12. Add the 1 is 132. So this right here gives us 132. We're going to add 29 to that now because it's still within our parentheses. So if we add 29 to this 132, 9 and 2 is 11. 3 and 2 is 5, plus 1 is 6, and 1 plus 0 is 1. So we have 161, and we're going to keep that in its parentheses because there is a negative 2 out here that we still need to distribute with that 161. So if we bring down the rest of our equation, we now have the same equation just with a simplified parentheses. So the next step that we're going to do here is we're going to calculate the 3 to the 4th power. 3 to the 4th power is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So with exponents, the way we work these out is you write this number this many times and you multiply them. So 3 times 3 is 9, 9 and then times 3 is 27, and then we have 1 3 down, 2 3 down, 3 3s down, and then 27 times 3, which we'll bring up here as well. Actually, let's do it down here. 27 times 3. 7 times 3 is 21, so 1, bring the 2 up. 3 times 2 is 6, add the 2, we get 81. So here's 81. And we're going to bring down the rest of our equation again. I like to always bring it down because it helps us not forget any of the terms that we need to complete. So our next step here is we're going to take this negative 2 and we are going to distribute it with the 161. So 161 times 2, and then we can, I know it's a negative 2, but there's a little trick here. 2 times 1 is 2. 6 times 2 is 12. Bring the 1 up. And 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 1 is 322. Now you're taking a negative 2 times a positive. So negative times positive gives us a negative 322. Bring down our 8. Still, like as always, our last answer with the rest of our equation. And now we have 62 times 8. So let's bring it here. It's a little close. Let me get rid of that. We have 62 times 8. You know what? Let me scroll here a little. Give us some room. So 62 times 8. 8 times 2 is 16. Bring up the 1. 8 times 6 is 48. 48 and 1 is 49. 496, it's a 9. So since they're both positive, this is 496. Bring down the rest of our equation as always. And now, since it shows we can do the addition or subtraction, what I like to do is go left to right, because this is the way you read a graph and it's the way you read a book. I just like to stay consistent. So we're going to take the 81 and the 496 and we're going to add them. So we have 496 plus 81, and 6 plus 1 is 7. 9 plus 8 is 17. 7, bring up the 1. 4 and 1 is 5. We have 577. And now we can finally do our last step and subtract the 322. Again, I'm going to scroll down so we can do this. Now, 577 minus 322. I'm going to do that over here. 577 minus 322. 7 minus 2 is 5. 7 minus 2 is 5. And 5 minus 3 is 2. So we reach our final answer of 255, following the order of operations using PEMDAS, or please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.